Okay, I don't know why I wasn't recording, that's annoying. I did just record this bit for you, but I'm gonna have to re-record it. I didn't really do much, I just talked about the plans basically, and changed a couple of the habitats colours of the thing. I went for a few animals to decide what we might be doing in the future. I think the next animal I'm going to do is the Peafowls. I'm going to do like a walk-in habitat for the guests. This water looks dirty. Why does it look dirty? Is it actually dirty? Water. Why is it so dirty, bro? Oh, are you broken? Are you really broken? It's not powered. Oh, that's kind of important, isn't it? I forgot you have to have both. Oh my gosh, okay. Let's turn off these heat maps. I was gonna say that water looks gross. Let's just grab this water treatment. Let me get in. Let me get in the building, bro. Right. Move. There we go. Now I need to go into facilities. Utilities. I'm just gonna grab another, like, a transformer. Hopefully they don't. I don't think they'll stick through. They just have a negative impact on the guests, but I'm over it at this point. That's the biggest complaint. I feel like if they can't see them, they shouldn't complain. But it is what it is. Who am I to make that decision? I understand if they can see it, but if they can't see it, then I don't see why it's for them. But whatever. There you go. That was clean now. That was just like a. If I go to heat maps then, and then go to water, there you go, that's all clean now. For some reason that wasn't getting power. See, you're not powered now. So you need to be repaired. Look at this, my mechanics are rubbish at this. Yo, freaking no. No, grab the transformer, bro. Grab the transformer. Oh my gosh, this is frustrating. Okay. Any more that I need to repair whilst I'm here? Did I click you? I did not. Okay, sure. Oh, you're a mechanic. Mechanic en route, and then one over here. I don't know why I've got to do this. This is annoying. Water treatment. There you go. Right, sweet. That will fix that. Right. Yeah. So that's the plan. The plan is. Yes, I want to build the Peafowl habitat. Along. I forgot what here. I started the fence, and then this side I just could pre-up with trees and stuff. But before we work on that, I'm gonna do these bridges, see where it takes the episode, and that from there will determine if we work on the habitat. I made off camera. I placed a few donation boxes, some bins, and some benches. You guys don't want to see me do that. That's all boring stuff. But yeah, I actually rate this a lot more now that I changed the color of all the fences and stuff. So. Works. But yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys after the time lapse. And we're back. I'm back. We're back from the time lapse. I hope you enjoyed it. So I started off with the bridges. They took a lot longer than I thought because I had to muck around with them to get something that I liked. Because the tigers aren't able to cross and stuff. But this is pretty much the overall design. Very simple, but it definitely adds to the whole Indian vibe to the habitat. So I rate it and I take it. And after that, we went on and we made. I think I might have did some planting, like over here. I think was where we next did. I can't remember exactly. So that's all nice and fancy now. I didn't really add much more detail to the building. Just a couple of pillars here and there, just because I just didn't know what to do to it. I want these buildings to be relatively simple. And then we went ahead and we started making peafowl habitat, which I've got. Like, this is like an airlock system, so the peafowls don't escape. It's a very small, simple habitat. Nice little bit of water and a bunch of plants and enrichment. Well, I say a bunch, there's not many plants because they started getting really fussy. I didn't want a lot of plants, so I had to get rid of a bunch. I went for like a. This is like the. Oh, sorry. This is like the transfer building. I need to somehow cover this, which I don't know how I'm going to do that. But it's probably quite a simple thing to do. I just do this. And then bring it. That might. Yeah, that's gonna let the whole waterfall vibe. So I'm not going to. I don't know what I'll do about that. I have to think of something. I just don't know. But yeah, I tried to go for like the posh vibe with it, with the posh theme. Because I see peafowls as quite a posh creature, posh animal. So that's kind of what I went for. Well, this isn't the most interesting thing, but that's because the door's off centre, so it's a bit out of place. But they got a nice little transfer building room. Nothing special, nothing spectacular, just a couple of bits of hay, some fence in between, kind of to mark like where the member of staff would come through. And obviously the guests can go through. This guy's jumping up and down. He's having a hell of a time. So I tried to give her a posher look, so that's why we've got these in. See, these are a difficult one. I don't know what they look best in. I mean, they're kind of okay in like the situation that they're in now, but I feel like they could be so much better. I think one of the ways of making it better to start with would be to do this and actually edit and add another one of these in the middle rather than having just a two on the outside. So we'll do that, and then like that. Nice. Yeah, and then as for the like other bit of the building, so the bit where the keeper's hut is and how the guests enter. Again, super simple interior, nothing special, doesn't need to be. It's literally just used to go in and out for staff members. Just a couple of windows, some decoration. I went for kind of like a. Obviously, for a lot of my buildings, I've done sandstone and sandstone brick, but I tried to alternating it a little bit more, to break it up a little bit more than I would normally, and then just standard pillars along it, and then just your regular old roof. Nothing special again. So I went for the flat roof because having a pointed roof like this with these just didn't look right. So I went for the flat roof. I could have made the whole thing a flat roof, and that might be something that I change, but for the time being I'm going to stick to what we have. And then over here we did some planting again, as you saw in the time lapse. It's kind of like an interesting process that I go through when making all of this. I kind of just like grab a plant, randomly place it, and then just add on to it, randomly place, and just keep doing that until you get like something that you're happy with. Obviously for a lot of my areas I've tried to stick to the same plants within an area. I like kind of started it over here and then like gave up. I didn't give up, but I just didn't continue it. Yeah, I tried to stick to using certain plants in certain areas, because to me, I don't know, it's just the way that I like to do things. Don't like it? Well then tough. That's how I like to do things. But it's, yeah, it's just literally a case of doing this, just grabbing a bit and just randomly throwing it somewhere. So I have a set plant that I use, and then I'll just grab one of you. Good old cycle that. Nice and simple. I could add something here as well, just to give this a bit more colour. And you maybe add. I don't really need to add a lot more. Just that, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of how the process works for that. I had a couple of plants here because eventually they were planting here. I kind of just started and didn't actually continue. And to finish off, this I did off camera, just this last little bit here. I think I did the actual exterior for this building, most of it, like so all the windows and this bit I did off camera. Because I stopped recording and forgot that I hadn't done that bit yet. I don't want to re-record. Start recording again and just give you a tiny portion, so I just thought I'd just do it off camera. It's something tiny that you don't really need to see. Oh, and I went through all my exhibits off camera as well and refilled them with animals because a lot of them died. And I went through my animals and scrapped any that I didn't need, that kind of stuff. But yeah, so this pretty much the majority of this themed area done. Like a couple of planting, maybe a couple of just nice buildings, maybe a couple more drinks and food. Probably drinks. There's a lot of guests complaints about. I think it's guest complaints. Thank you for visiting. I'm visiting my own zoo. Zoo. Well, staff. Overview. Guests. Yeah, see, a lot of them are still thirsty. And you got like. I don't know why I keep getting protesters, it's annoying. Rains, and maybe now I had an information centre that could sell them for us. There's no education because I don't need it, nobody needs education. So yeah, maybe I'd like a couple of drink shops, a food shop, and some toilets. Just so they got a bit more for it. So that will probably go in like this sort of area, like a couple of buildings along here. So maybe like a drink and food stand here, and then another food stand and toilets, like somewhere around here. And we can wrap this bit up. So the plan is to wrap this area up next episode. Do the rest of the planting that needs to be done, so all the boring stuff. And then probably do this play park. I had a cool idea for a play park. I want this to be one giant-ish play park. Maybe with like not real, like a couple of vending machines. I don't really know what they got in terms of vending. I wish they had like stalls. You know what I'm talking about. And you got like stalls which sell food and drink rather than shop, just stalls. That market stalls would just be really cool, but they don't. But yeah, so that's what we'll probably do in the next episode. That's going to be interesting. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to approach it, but it's going to be interesting to see how I do take it on. And then this will lead up to the next themed area, which will probably start around here somewhere. So that all in all, like the idea I wanted to go for, I was thinking of doing a Chinese stroke Japanese, or two separate ones, both Chinese and Japanese. So there's a couple that I want to do. I want to do an Arctic one. I want to do a Japanese and Chinese one. I want to do a South American one, and then maybe something else. I'm not entirely sure. The thing is I want to be able to do, like, I did get some animals in the trading center for you guys, so it gives you enough rough idea. So this is for America, this is for the Arctic. See, Timberwolves are a different one. Timberwolves, I believe, are just Canada, aren't they? I believe they are. Europe. Oh, they are Asia. Oh, Europe. I didn't actually know that. So that could be a potential thing. So Europe could be a potential area. So like Europe, South America, Japan and China, maybe will be what I go for. And I want to do Australia as well, because because I want to do saltwater crocodile. Kenya, I think you're not anything that I'm going to be doing. What about red pandas? They're China. Yeah, so it's going to be, and like I said, I haven't decided 100% what I want to be doing, but I'm thinking Australia would be a good one. I don't actually know what animals are in this game that are for Australia. Hippos. All countries. Just all countries. So that's something that I could put in a Australian. Look what else we've got that could work. Anteaters, are they not Australia? Tortoises, America. What was America? Capuchin. Cheetah. Yeah, so there's quite a few animals that I want to be doing. But we can see. When it comes to like Australia, there's not many Australian there's not many Australian animals. So maybe I won't do Australia. Crocodile. Where else were the crocodiles? The crocodiles were saltwater crocodiles were also Oceania, India, Australia and Asia. I could do it in the Chinese area, Southeast Asia, maybe. Maybe not. I haven't decided. We'll worry about that. I haven't decided how that's all going to work. But yes, there's like 3-4 themed areas to go, so there's still quite a while to go this series. Like I said, a lot of the series is just a learning process for me. And then once I get more competent with building and stuff, I can start. I want to do a really good series where it's just going to be a zoo full of the big, your big ticket favourite animals like giraffes, elephants. You got gorillas, tigers, lions, wolves. All the big uns that people tend to like the most. Gorillas, bears, all that kind of stuff. But that's in the future. That's in the far future, because we've still got quite a lot to do on this one. But overall, this is obviously African area is a lot bigger, because that's meant to be the main themed area. It's meant to be the point of interest. In terms of actual animals, it doesn't have that much more though. As 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 animals, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Right. India has 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple more. But yeah, all in all, I'm happy with it. So yeah, well, I guess I'll see you in the next episode, guys, where we'll finish off the Indian themed area, start our new area, if the play part doesn't take too long. So don't forget to check out those videos when they come out live. So if you want to see those when they go live, just hit that subscribe button, like the video. That's greatly appreciated, and it really helps my content get out there. So if you could just drop a quick like, it literally takes 2 seconds, that would be awesome. And like I said, if you want to see more content from me, you can just subscribe. I do all sorts of content, such as planets, mostly simulation games, but I got a couple of series going on that you can all have a look, see if you enjoy it. It might not be your type of cup of tea, but who knows. In the description of the video, you can find all my socials. Don't forget to check those out and follow them if you want to get updates on when videos go live and my situation, how things are going. Yeah, and I shall catch you all later.